I'm here standing in front of Poly High School with my wife, Kelly. We're here for the 100th anniversary of Poly High School. Now there's a lot of Stewart blood in this school. My mom graduated from Poly High School in 1932. My sister graduated. Her name was Sandra. She graduated from Poly High School in 1955. My brother Bernie, who was a great football star, graduated from Poly in 1962. And then there was me, Jerry, and I graduated in 1967. It's a good old school. Let's go inside. But before we do, I have to make a confession. Although I was an honor student and I graduated with honors, I was a bit mischievous. I wasn't a bad kid. I didn't make bad trouble. I just liked to have fun. And I was mischievous. Now, I spent a lot of time in the vice principal's office. His name was Mr. Truett. Anybody who went to Poly in 1967 knew Mr. Truett. He talked with a very distinct, kind of gruff voice like this. And you knew if Mr. Truett got a hold of you, you were in trouble. Well, I'll admit, Mr. Truett and I knew each other very well. But here's my confession. I got plenty of licks in Mr. Truett's office, but there was one bit of mischievousness that I must admit now, I didn't get what I deserved. But, oh well, Mr. Truett's gone. It's been over 45 years. What in the world could happen to me now? Let's go inside. Okay, we're inside, and walk this way. These were the hallways where we had all of our fun and mischief, and of course a little bit of learning went on here. As we go back this direction here, we're going to see the, follow me, keep walking this way. Walk this way. Hi, how are you? And you see all the folks that are here. They're all so much younger than you would ever imagine. And here was the principal back when my brother was in school, Mr. Thompson, right? Mr. Thompson, he was something else. He was a great, great guy. Okay, keep walking this way with me. Here we go. He's coming. And, now this used to be one of my clothes. I guess they had to shut down the room. It's all full of stuff. We've got the lockers here, and I'm not sure. We're going to look in a little while and see if we can find my locker. Come on down, hurry. Okay, well it looks like it's getting a little jam down here, but just so you'll know, that was one of my favorite spots, right down here. That was the principal's office, and I spent a lot of time there. Maybe we'll get a chance to sort of sneak by very quietly sometime in a while, okay? So we got to get back to the show now. Well, we made it inside. They let me in the building. The walls didn't shake or anything when we came in. Here we are in the auditorium. This is where we had lots of fun. The Follies. We had lots of cheerleading, before the games, you know, we'd all get together and have the big pep rallies and such. And everybody's all milling around because we're getting ready for the big show. So stick around. Here I'm back again. Now, I'm not for absolutely sure, but I think that this was my locker. And this was the locker that I slammed back in 1967 in the big locker slam. And you know what? That day, I ended up in Mr. Truett's office. I was there often. But I was thinking, maybe if nobody's looking, I could get one more good slam. No? You don't think so? Just one more slam? Oh, well, okay. We'll go on to the next thing. Back again. This is the band room. Now, in 1967, I wasn't in the band. Well, I had a band, but I wasn't in the Poly band. But the band room was used for study hall. and study hall was very boring. We never studied in study hall, so we had to think of something to do to keep from being bored. So a good friend, Carrie Wages, and I decided that we were going to have some fun with some spitballs. Now, we didn't want to make those little spitballs, so we got whole sheets of paper, shoved them in our mouth, and soaked them all up until they were real gooey, and then we would put them on the edge of our table with our ruler, and we'd shoot them up and they'd hit the high ceilings. They'd make this loud noise and everybody would look around, but nobody could tell what was happening. Well, after we had about 40 spitballs up there, one day we got a notice from Mr. Truett that we were to go see him. Now what happened was, he told us he was going to give us a lick for every spitball we put up there. And Carrie said, oh, we only did about 15. So that day, we got 15 licks, but we should have gotten 40. So when I said earlier that there was something that I did that was mischievous that I didn't get my full punishment for, that was this. But of course, everything now is, settled. The school is, it's all these years later, 45 years later. Yes.
Mr. Bertolotti wants to see you.
What? An infraction card? Is he the vice principal now?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. This has got to be about the Mr. Truett thing, but how can that be? This has been like 45 years ago. Well, okay. I'll go with you. I can't believe this is happening. I just got this infraction card, and I'm supposed to be going to the office. Oh my God. It's him, Mr. Truett, vice principal. He and I knew each other really well, but now I cannot believe I'm being called to the office for something that happened 45 years ago. I got this feeling like the spirit of Mr. Truett must still be in these hallowed halls. Listen, I can't believe this. We came here today just for the reunion, the 100th anniversary, and we're going around having a good time, seeing all of our friends and everything, and lo and behold, I'm served with this infraction card. Something to do with something. So I've been asked to come up here into the principal's office and to see the new vice principal. I don't know what's going on, but I can't believe they would have something against me like 45 years later. So I don't know. I guess I'm getting ready to find out.
I'll be right Are you Mr. Stewart?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Stewart, I hate to tell you this, but there is an unresolved matter from when you were younger at Poly. We took some ceiling tiles off in the band hall. We noticed many spitwads with your name on there. I did some research, and I know you received 40 licks for that. You still owe 10 more. So if you're coming to my office, we're going to take care of that right now, please.
Mercy, Emma. All right.
I got many people out here that need licks. You're not the only one that needs a lick today. All right. You ready? There you go. 2. There's 2.
Whoa, you hit the wow.
4.
Wow.
5. You got 5 more. You're doing good. Just keep it up.
Wow.
6.
Now somebody got
7.
Whoa.
8.
Oh.
I missed the leg one.
Oh.
9.
Oh.
10. There you go. That's now. You're done. Now the score is even. You can go on and enjoy the rest of the 100 centennial.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I think.
I hope so.
So it is true. The spirit of Poly High School is still very alive. I found out the spirit of Mr. Truett is still very alive. So here's my warning to you. If you have any unsettled mischievousness, if you have anything that you still haven't got what you deserve yet, beware. The spirit of Poly High School is still very alive. And now to all of us who have graduated from Poly High School, a hearty 100th anniversary. I thank God for this school. I thank God for the opportunity that we had to go to this school. And happy anniversary Poly High School. I love you. We all